What's going on? Welcome to the first episode of Sounds Like Brooklyn and Scott. That's Scott.
This is Brooklyn.
Whichever.
It's going to be pointing the other way, so I'm going
to. Look at me. I'm prepared.
There she is. Look at, and this is Brooklyn.
Pew 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 pew.
Episode 1 of Sounds Like BS.
Here we go.
I think the name of this one's going to be like Getting to Know You.
Getting to know you.
Getting to know all about you.
That sounds intrusive.
I've got some questions that you're going to have to do.
I don't have a single question to ask you.
You're going to have to do some talking, girl, because I got.
So I'm just going to be like
bunches, and
I'm going to be like ditto.
No, you can't ask back. That's our rule.
I went straight to bed last night, and then, like I said, I didn't say. How was your day, Scott?
Oh, me? I worked out, girl. I worked out. So
why would you do that?
Because I have seen myself lately. I'm just not thrilled with. I know.
Talk about my friends like that.
I know, and I never would. I would never say anything bad about anyone else's appearance except for my own, because I can do that.
Not in my presence.
No,
go for it. Healthy. That's healthy.
I'm on a mission. Okay. I ran a mile, which for me is huge. I rode 2,700 meters, and then I didn't have breakfast. I had my ketone drink for breakfast, and for lunch I ate egg salad and turkey. I'm on a mission. I want to drop some weight, and I want to get boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And I feel like you're still at a good age where you could do it probably pretty fast, huh? Like if you actually dedicate yourself, are you a fast builder? Like
I can, I think in about 3 months, give me 3 months and I will have transformation.
I just don't understand why anybody would want to run.
I have to do some type of cardio, and I won't do, we have a Peloton.
So do I.
I got
to get your screen name.
I've done it once.
Dennis has done it like a bunch of time. I've done it once.
One time.
I was like, this is awful.
It hurt my butt so bad that I was
seat.
I'll never sit on this thing again. I was sore. My butt was sore for a week and a half.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have a podcast, because we are the same human.
We're the same person.
I told Dennis, I was like, can we get a different seat?
I
need memory foam.
I think they sell like the seat covers for them, because there's no way, like my butt's so big that it just like, first of all, it just swallowed that seat.
My butt don't jiggle. It's bones. Like I literally have no ass. Like there's no way I could sit on that seat.
But my butt do jiggle.
Is it? I don't have a butt. So I'm uncomfortable.
I got booty and it hurt. Like I hurt. I couldn't do it again. I was like, I'll never do that again. I could ride, but I'm not going to sit on that seat again. So we've got a Peloton, a treadmill, and a hydro. I can row because I'm tall.
Oh, okay. We got a row machine too, but it's not a hydro. It's like, I think it came from Amazon for like $12 or some shit. Okay. It's garbage. It is absolute garbage. And Dennis got on, and don't get wrong. Okay. Whatever I just said there. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I can work out. I just don't. Toby's in here. So if you hear snoring noises, it's my French bulldog. I feel bad kicking him out. But if it gets worse, I'll take him out. But
love Toby.
I can work out like nobody's business. I love working out. I like heavy lifting. I want muscle tone. I want it to hurt the next day. Like I like that. So when we got the rowing machine, I was excited because my legs are my favorite. Leg day is my favorite. I could have sat there for 12 hours. I was like, Dennis, look something up. My form must be wrong. I am fine. This doesn't hurt. I'm good. Something's wrong. I was being so sincere. I'm like, it's my form. It's got to be user error. I was like, maybe
you're just in shape.
I could row. I will save everybody in a canoe. I've got you. Is it a canoe? A kayak? What do I use? How do I?
Kayak. No. Yeah. I don't know. Which one? This is the kayak.
Which I love doing. No, I have no friends. Period. That's the end of the sentence. No, I have.
And that's it. I don't know.
None of everybody's like, wouldn't you rather like go to a bar and drink like a bunch of beer? And I'm like, actually, no, I'd like to throw on some shorts, put a sweet bandana on, hop in a kayak, and go strolling down a stream.
Let's go kayaking. I love kayaking.
It. And I love the burn the next day. And I'm like, I was invited with a group of friends, a bunch of friends.
Well, the one friend.
No, this is a long time ago, many moons ago. And they do this regularly. This was my first time ever getting in a kayak. So I was a hoot for everybody getting in the kayak because you had to do it like on a hill. I was like, so this is where I die. All right. I got in, we're having a good time. We're like, every time that the water was real low and the like rocks lifted up, we all parked. They all cracked beers. I didn't drink because I was worried about drowning. Well, I don't know why I'm just throwing in extra letters, but it is English language. Drowning. I was worried about drowning while drinking, but they were like climbing up cliffs and jumping off. And I was like, am I 90? I'm like, that doesn't look deep enough. I don't know about that.
I'm hitting the bottom for sure. I'm going to wait in the kayak.
So I'm like looking for like bugs. I'm like, what kind of bug is this? I love bugs. And then, so we all get in. And at the end, I was like, I don't know who I thought. I was like, who wants to race?
Oh my God. Did you win though?
I was second place for my first time though.
Yeah.
And I never stopped. I was like, the whole time I was like, but the next day I was like, my body does wiggle. It folds.
Oh, my arms hurt.
I was like, can we do that again tomorrow? It was so fun. I'm like, Dennis, let's go kayaking. He's like, that sounds like an awful idea.
Oh, see, and it sounds fun to me. I just don't have a kayak and I don't know where I would go. I mean, in Utah, there's so many places I know I could go, but I'm just like,
really? See, I rented places. I think it was like $25 to rent it for a day or something. It wasn't bad. The only thing that sucks is like planning out. So you start here. So someone's got to park their car here, load kayaks and bring them back.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll see. And that doesn't sound fun to me.
No, I just want to leave it. Let it.
I just want to go and kayak and then be done. Not have.
Maybe we should get like some that after 48 hours they dissolve, so it doesn't harm. And then I don't have to worry about it.
And
thank you. And I don't have anything to worry about. You know what I mean? It would suck if you got lost or stuck somewhere and you only got like 12 hours to go, and you're like, that's it. This is it. And then you know me.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
this kayak's gonna be done in 12 hours, and I'm like,
help me. I'll just climb and sit in a tree. Yeah. And wait for new kayakers to come through. I'm like, hello.
Hey, how much time does your boat have left on it?
Help me. Nobody comes back to me. They're like, no, she deserves to be exactly where she's at.
This is how we get off on a tangent. How was your morning?
Welcome to episode 1, kayaking. We'll just change the episode.
Now we talked about kayaking for 15 minutes.
No. My morning was grand. I woke up at 11:30. That's not true. I woke up at 9:45 because my alarm system, it's having a real problem the past couple of weeks. And so it just started going. And I was like, if I just don't look at it, it'll stop. So I let it go for a good 30 minutes.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, it'll just go away. It didn't.
You don't have like police responding to it like right now, or it's not hooked up like that. It's just a noisemaker.
Yeah, it's just a noisemaker. We have security, so don't come to my house. It's just not.
Maybe I shouldn't. I have guns.
It's just not that system. I'm not paying $650 when I can have my own security. You know what I mean? Like, settle down. So anyways, I woke up, turned that off, and I was like, I could be up right now. Like, let's stay up. And I was like, as I'm walking through the hallway, we'll say why in a minute. Went back to sleep, woke up at 11:30, literally made a cup of coffee. This is coffee cup number 3. It's 1:30. And I had to I was on a phone call, so I dealt with that. And that's what my morning consisted of. But I felt exhausted again. Like I was the last, like 2 weeks ago when I went to the doctor and was like, I'm dying. I started taking my spironolactone again, which is my acne medication.
Yeah.
It rises my potassium, which is very dangerous, but that's what makes me feel nauseous all day, every day, exhausted. But I would rather have a high level of potassium and croak than have that.
So, my brother Timmy was on acne. What was it called? The popular one. Heavens. Like, anyways, he did it in high school because he had to clear himself up, but it made him so exhausted. Like he couldn't even function.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. And literally sleeping all day.
Just so tired. And he like playing high school basketball, like he could barely.
There's no way.
He could barely do energy. He couldn't do practices. He was just exhausted. And Accutane.
Was that is one. Yeah. And spironolactone is another one that's very popular.
Okay. I think it was Accutane, but like it wiped him out. So, but I don't know
Like, and
why.
I think Dennis thought that I was like just lying, but he knows me. I enjoy getting up at 6 and like that's my day. And then when it's like 11, I'm like, wow, I still have like a whole day.
Well, we just had this conversation where you were just like, just wake up with me at 6 because that's
Yeah.
like normally what you do.
Like, just get up. Let's start our day. I like it. So me sleeping in at 11:30, I'm going to be miserable for the rest of the day because I'm like,
Because you felt like you wasted half a day.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I had no choice. I literally, I don't know about you, but when you're driving, do you like get so exhausted that you're like, you
I get so
fight
exhausted that I
and you
don't
can't?
remember how I arrived to a place.
Okay, so same. And I'm like, this is dangerous for everyone around me, and I apologize, but like,
It's bad.
it's so bad. That's why I couldn't be a truck driver. I don't understand how those people do it.
Yeah. I feel like I
Okay.
could, but if I have a night like you had where you just don't sleep and then I go and try to drive, yeah, I'm like, oh,
That's how I am. That's how I am in the mornings
Oh, really?
after sleeping for 6-7 hours. I'm like, oh my gosh.
This is getting to know. This is our first episode. Maybe if you're listening, you don't know us. If you are, I mean, actually, if you're listening to this podcast, you might have an idea who we are because we're announcing this on like our social media platforms.
You hang out with us until 2 a.m. No, that's not why I'm tired. I can stay up till 2 a.m. and then get up at 7.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah. It's your medicine.
It's my drugs.
It's them drugs. They wipe you out. So
I don't know what to do.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, why are we on a podcast together right now? Where did this all come from? Like, who are you and how did you arrive to this moment?
Okay, so who am I? This is a hard question because talking about myself is like weird to me, but I am a 35-year-old mother and wife, and I enjoy speaking my mind.
Yes, you
will.
Yes, you
And so I've found that when I do that, I don't have to do it in a negative way.
Huh?
I can do it to try and spread awareness about different things about different people. So I started using my platform a long time ago because I also model, and I would get messages like, oh, I wish I looked like you. And I was like, hold on a minute, let's break all this down. This is one hell of a good job on Photoshop. These are fake eyelashes. This is a ton of makeup. And these were younger girls. So I was starting to get nervous that like they really think that this is the social, like this is what you're supposed to look like. And that's not even what I look like. That's why I'm so big on showing my skin and all that stuff in real life.
I love that.
So then I thought that it was important that I use my platform that was growing, but not fast, to be completely honest about what life really looks like. And that's why now I call myself the honest influencer, because pandemic hit, I joined TikTok to be funny. I literally love making people laugh. My whole life, people were like, you need to do stand up. I just love bringing other people joy. So that's how it started, until I realized that the internet is no different than middle school and high school, and people get bullied regularly. And here I come, I strap my cape on and I'm like, boom, boom,
I'm going to save people.
I am a saver. My sign is a Cancer. I'm not the emotional cry kind. I'm the, I'm going to fix everybody. I'm going to fix you. I'm going to help you. So then my social media kind of turned into what I did in high school of like just sticking up for people, not because they couldn't stand up for themselves or anything. It's just like the little boost, like I got your back. And that's like a general idea of who I am. And that's why my page kind of grew and my following kind of grew, because I say exactly what I mean. I back people up. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is where I start to get awkward about talking about myself. And I don't.
I know you do. You're like, I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't know. I'm nobody.
But I can attest to that because we have followed each other for a long time. Mm-hmm. When I first started out, I still get a lot of hate, get bullied a lot, whatever. I had a comment saying that I stole a bunch of money when I did a fundraiser one time, and then you came in and you were like, da 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 da.
No, he didn't.
He did not steal money, and like in the way that only you can like say things and how quickly you say them and how like you just off the top of your head you can rattle things off, and you make like me when I feel like people are hating on me. It was really fun and awesome to know that someone out there had my back and was willing to say things like, because I keep my page pretty uplifting and PG, and you were just like
Perhaps we haven't met yet. But let me explain something to you, ma'am.
And that's
I
where
don't
you're
give a shit.
And that's where your little catchphrase, I've made
time.
Has come from.
But it's so cute. If you look at that video and how I said it, I didn't say it like a slogan or a catchphrase.
No, you didn't.
I think I even said, I think I even had, I have made time.
I've made time.
You proper little bitch. And now I'm like, I've made time, motherfucker.
Yeah, now it is like when someone hears I've made time, it's like, uh-oh, who done messed up?
Which is another thing that a lot of people say. Like, I just had my first real troll comment, and they said that all I do is run my mouth, which that is what I say. But most of my I've made time videos are calling out someone for shitty behavior or being a misogynist or racist or all of the above. But there are times that I've made time to help someone like that felt low about themselves or, you know, things like that. But no, it's mostly to call out shitty people.
Right, and I love it. I think it's amazing. And I've seen that I've made time to like tell you you're wonderful also, which is good.
There's like 2 of them, you know. It's fine.
But now, so yeah, we followed each other a long time on social media. I started out not as a model or anything, just like some idiot.
You were totally a model.
I don't even know how to Photoshop, so it's just always been me being an idiot. And I gained a following. And we've met several times. There was a cool wedding we went to, and then in Vegas we hung out, and that's where we really got to know each other. And it was just like, okay, like, and Holly was there and saw our interaction and was like, you two are just like, the way
we really are the same person, I think.
And the way you feed off of each other, and the funniness and the jokes and the way you can just keep going. She was like, you've got to do something. And so we talked about maybe doing a show. And we had also, like, even before that, we had kind of been like, do we do a podcast together?
We're funny. We're funny together.
Funny.
Yeah. We just had a bunch of things like lining up against it at the moment, because we were trying to figure out like, okay, so our biggest thing is like, we love TikTok. It's fun, but that's not our life. You know, that's not our livelihood. If the app was to get shut down, it's what I always say. If the app was to get shut down tomorrow, I'm okay.
Yep.
But I still would like to get my message out there. The whole point is not to be, my favorite phrase, TikTok famous. It's to help people. It's to spread a message. It's to remind people that society's stipulations have never led us in the right direction ever. Let's be honest. So let's make our own expectations and stipulations for ourselves. Like, that's what I'm actually put on the planet for, I really believe. And so we finally just were like, screw it, screw everything else. Let's like start making content together to bring the joy, bring awareness, have conversations.
It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun.
I'm excited. Just the little teaser that we've put out and just getting this all ready and stuff. It's going to be fun. And I think we have a lot to share. And yeah, this is going to be something fun where like, it's not just a 30-second duet of a video or
right.
To where actually we can talk and bring up subjects that are important to us and what we want to, the things that we have a lot to say about. I've been through divorces. You've been through some really hard times. We've had to fight through, and like we've talked about our financial situations and
broke as shit. Started from the bottom.
Now we're here.
Drake, don't sue us.
We've talked about like having vehicles repoed and like
you ain't gonna find it. Start putting like bushes over it.
Parking down the street, just dodging those repo men.
But see, that's what we're saying is like, we are not afraid to tell the true stories. Yeah. Our life was absolute garbage for a big chunk of it, which is literally formed us and molded us into the human beings that we are, which I'm proud of who I am. Like, I have my flaws and I have bad days, but like the surrounding, like everything, no matter what anybody says, like I know deep down, like I'm going to go to sleep knowing I'm an actual decent human being.
Exactly.
So I have no problem talking about the stuff that everybody pretends doesn't happen to them.
And I love that. Like you said, even when you were getting the comments from the young girls, like, oh my gosh, I wish I looked like you. Oh, how do you do it? And you were just like, no. Listen here, I'm going to show you exactly what it like. This is a photo shoot. Yes, there's makeup. Yes, there's Photoshop. All of that. I'm a real human being, a real person. And I love that you have both sides of it, because yes, you can be a model. You can do the photo shoots. You can do the photoshopping and put a beautiful picture out there, but you can also be like, hey, but behind the scenes, you know what? I'm a normal human person. And we're going to talk about that. And
I fell down. I peed a little when I laughed. Nobody wants to talk about that. I don't know. But then which this could be a whole other episode, is now it's starting to be cool to talk about it. And that annoys me.
Oh, true.
Because there's still a spin on it. Like now it's cool to be flawed. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. Hold on a minute. Like, just wait a minute. Real. Let's just be honest. Can you just stop putting on a performance all the time?
Just be real. Just be real and be honest. Oh, that is so hard for people on the internet.
Social media.
On the internets to do. Be real and honest.
Why though?
I don't know.
I could not imagine having to put that much effort.
I think that's why I get a lot of hate. I think that's why I get a lot of people who like make videos about me saying like, this dude's a fake. Like if you search me on YouTube, people are like, no, I don't like him. He's a faker. Really? Oh yeah. YouTube is.
Oh, I got to Google old Scott D. Henry.
They go at me. It's way funny.
Really?
Yeah. And it's because I am real and I am honest and people just don't want to believe that. So whatever.
Which is strange. People, but then, okay, perfect. Are we writing these down? Because everybody loves how real and honest I am. Like, yeah, for sure. You're real and honest. You're vulnerable. You say what's on your mind. And then when you're vulnerable, real, honest, and say what's on your mind, they're like,
fake. It's
for clout.
All right.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it because I came through the gates ablazing?
Yeah. I guess.
Is it because I say it louder? We should do that, Scott. We should put something to the test where you put out basically the same video, but in Scott form, and then I'll put mine out in foul mouth female form. It's going to have the exact same message. We'll have to figure it out.
Okay, I think we could do that where we stitch like the same video and just be like, you're going to say, I've made time. And I'm going to be like, listen, buddy.
Yeah. And then it's not about views because that's not important. And because Scott will get more, but it's the comment section.
Comments. Let's hear what happens in the comments.
Because everybody's going to be like, yeah, Brooklyn. And they're like, Scott, this is unnecessary abuse. This isn't a kind thing to do.
Scott, this is bullying. I've been called a bully so many times for standing up for myself.
Well, of course. Yeah. Well, of course you have. I've been called insufferable and I'm still on a high from it. I thought I was going to let it go this past weekend.
I honestly can't believe how quickly you went and made a hat.
Immediately. It's a genius. Like I would really like to Venmo that person for their idea.
You're like, I'm wearing it as a badge of honor. There it is. Insufferable.
But like the person who invented the word about me, they like disappeared off social media. When I commented them, they were disappeared.
Oh, but where'd you go, bud?
Where'd you go?
What happened?
What's the prob, dog? It's my favorite. We were really supposed to ask each other questions, and I'm sure we'll get to that, but this is getting to know us.
It is. It really is.
I think.
Yeah.
The point is, we're the same fucking person.
Same person. Same person. You just different delivery.
You come with like a side of strawberry shortcake. And I come with a shot of tequila.
Oh, there it is. I love that. I'm going to make you talk good about yourself. I have a question for you.
Are we doing questions?
We're going to get into the questions right now.
All right, let's get into asking questions.
We're going to get into the questions. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Since you love talking about yourself, what are 3 of your most positive characteristics?
I can answer that one.
Okay, good. I like that.
My honesty.
A.
My integrity.
A.
And my eyes.
Oh, good for one.
I still feel weird.
You hated that.
The last one, I will hold strong about my integrity and my honesty. And then when I say anything about my features,
you don't like it. Then your eye twitched. My eyes.
We love them. I'm going to pee.
Honesty, integrity, eyes. Eyes only.
Yikes.
Love it.
Ooh, can I give you one? Like, can you answer the same thing?
No. Sorry.
I don't answer. And ask that in like 10 questions.
I have 300 questions sitting in front of me, and you can't ask the same ones.
What was the last lie you told?
Last night in our live when I said men are the greater species.
Touche. But yes, touche.
That was an easy one. Easy one.
These are I typed in juicy questions, and they're not like juicy, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's gonna ask this. But some of them I'm like, oh, this is fun.
Okay. Juicy questions. So is it are we gonna do one for one? I got another one for you.
Okay.
Who do you trust most in your life?
Myself.
Oh. Other than yourself, who do you trust most in your life?
My husband.
There it is. Okay. I was gonna say if it's not Dennis.
No, I trust him. I do trust him.
Good.
Which is crazy because in another episode, it took a lot to get there.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, because it's not 100% trust.
No, when trust has, I don't want to say too much, but when trust has been broken, there is a rebuilding. It has to be earned back.
Rough.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a rough building process as well.
It takes time, and sometimes it is never rebuilt. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Way to go. You guys had to have worked because
it was a lot, but it's so funny. I got to figure out a way to get like clips of my podcast into that episode because it's just hysterical.
Can we have him on?
Yeah. And I want to do video because it's really fun to watch him get uneasy.
Yeah, I love
he's like,
we got to get Dennis on.
Are we done talking about this? I'm like, no.
Can we be done?
Can we be done? Can we be done, please? I'm like, mm-mm.
Okay, with that will be a good episode.
Yeah.
That would be. See, we have a lot we can talk about. I'm excited.
Oh wait, is it my turn?
Yeah, I just asked you.
Oh, who's the oldest person you've dated?
It was Holly for sure.
What's y'all's age gap?
Holly's only 2 years older than me, but she's the oldest I've dated.
Oh, Dennis is my oldest.
And
there's a 53 age gap. 53 year. 12 though.
124.
He's very experienced.
He's my age, isn't he?
He's born in 75.
He's okay. He's got me by 5.
Oh, he's old.
He old.
Sorry, Dennis. I did it on purpose, though. I always dated people younger than me, and I'm like, this has got to be the common denominator why it doesn't work. It can't be me. I can't be the common denominator. It definitely has to be their ages.
It's for sure the youngins. Them young boys, they're trouble.
They just need to live. And see, I'm not the spiteful person. I'm like, they're just immature, which they are, but so were all of us. But like, they needed to live an experience, and I'm not about to hold them down because you're not about to resent me.
I'll blame my fails on me being an immature, inexperienced idiot.
Yeah, I mean, how are we getting mad at people? Now, don't get me wrong. People make bad choices. This is not this episode, but people make bad choices, and it is your choice to make those bad choices. But if they consist of like going out and getting, from my personal experience, drunk, and all that stuff, and acting like an a-hole. Now I'm censoring myself because I don't know what this. Me getting drunk and acting like an ass was me being like young and able to be old enough to drink and act like an ass. Now I'm like, I would never act like that in public.
Right.
I look at these girls and I'm like, oh, you're having so much fun. But tomorrow you're going to be like, I'm so gross. I hated the next day where I was like, what did I say? What did I say to people? I'm scared.
Oh,
I'm scared.
Okay.
But I don't drink much. I'll have champagne and stuff now.
Yeah.
But I will not drink in public because I'm not scared, but I want to have my wits about me because I always think people want to fight me. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. That's a true story. That is 100% true. You just
want to fight.
No, I don't want to fight, but I'm going to win. Like, I'm not going to be too drunk where I'm like stepping on my own.
I believe that.
Jordans. You know what I'm saying?
Don't crease them J's.
Don't make me take off
the J's off.
See? Like, what did I say? How embarrassing. You're an embarrassment, girl.
Hey, hold on. Let me take my J's off.
Like, so you're going to fight me in your socks? Be like, absolutely. And then I'm going to shove them in your mouth. Oh, sorry. This went just a different way. And then they might be my friend, or you might start dating. You never know.
You promise?
How much?
Is that like, you selling your socks? That's weird.
You want them? Do you have a bag to put them in? Where did we go? Where did we just go?
So weird.
We are weird.
I have a question for you.
Go for it.
And you have to be real.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I know. What's the most imaginative insult that you can come up with for me?
Imaginative insult? Mm-hmm. Can you give me an example
of insulting me?
Well, you said imaginative. It threw me off.
Well, just be creative about it.
Oh, ow. I'm not good at this because I just call people. I like calling people inanimate things now. I mean, I'm not going to call you an asshole or a piece of shit. That's so boring and it's super 1998. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's like, do you follow Good Trouble?
Potato.
Potato.
I stitched him because I
Potato.
peed laughing. I just want everyone to know that I don't always pee when I laugh. It just lets you know how funny I thought something was. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Just to clarify, I do pee sometimes though. You're welcome, Scott.
Thanks.
Jumping on a trampoline, never gonna happen. Can't do it.
See,
Not without it.
You really do.
I can't. I need to. I need a diaper and an aspirin because I'll get a headache because I can feel my brain slam. Anyways, the insult.
Okay. Yes. Bring it.
I'm not good at this. To make up an insult? Okay. I got nothing.
Oh,
I got nothing.
Sweet. Everyone listening right now is like screaming, like, "He's such
you
a baby!"
No, because I want to do a good one. I'm like disappointed in myself. Like I want to do it. I'm just like an hour in, like right before it ends. I'm like, you baked potato. You're not even. You're crunchy. You're a crunchy potato. When you want to have a baked potato, but there's the crunchy pieces.
You're like, I like the crunchy skin. Okay, you're gonna have to sit on that one then and wait and come up with something.
Where's my notebook? I need sticky notes or something because
I know I need sticky notes.
I really want to. We should get black sheep. Stop it.
Oh, this one you might not be able to. Actually, yeah, I have a question. Okay, what is something that everybody does and they look stupid doing it? And I have an answer for this.
Lies.
Oh, that's a good one. You do. You look stupid when you lie.
But I want a better answer. So I want to hear yours. And then
mine is putting on a tight pair of jeans.
Like the actual act of putting them on.
Putting them on. Everyone looks stupid doing.
Now I will make a video of how cool I look when I put on my tight jeans on.
There's no way you could make it look cool. Just like trying, like jumping and like trying.
Oh God, you have good answers. Like I try to be so poetic.
I thought of that one. I read it and I was like, what is something? Oh, everyone like putting on a pair of jeans. Yeah, you look like an idiot.
Oh, if you've thought about it, do you have an insult for me?
No.
No one insults me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true.
That's true. You are insufferable. That's my insult.
I know. Right?
You are insufferable and you talk a lot, woman.
So much, and you're so loud. I can insult myself all day because I live with me and I know me. Do you know what I mean?
Well, same. I could roast me better than anyone ever could because
what if you were like, I'm gonna roast me, and I'd be like, oh, okay, that's a good one. That's the one I would pick. That's the one.
That's what I would say about you. Who asked the last question? I did. With what's something everyone looks dumb doing?
Oh yeah. And I said lying. I really do think that's a good one for me.
Good answer. Yeah. Everyone looks like an idiot lying. I am the worst liar. I scratch my head. I'm like, no.
Like you give everything away.
I didn't do that.
I would never say that. See, and I don't. That's why I'm like, I said it. Because I think that if I was to try and actually like, don't get me wrong, I can bullshit the hell out of my kids all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But like if I was to actually have to be asked on something and then lie about it, I don't think that I'd be able to unless I just focus. Like yesterday when people were like asking me questions and I was like, I can answer yes to any question. And then I was like, oh shit.
And you can.
There's like 2 questions that if they ask, I'm like, I'm not saying yes to that.
I'm not gonna say it.
But every time I was like, yeah, yes. But anyways, I think that I would be like an actual horrible liar because my face would just tell it all. What is the most scandalous photo on your phone right now?
I mean,
what was you're like,
I don't like that question.
Good. Yeah. What you got? You don't have to show it to the class.
No, I'm not going to. But I don't.
You have to describe it in maximum detail.
It's gonna, and Holly's gonna go just some nudies of Holly.
Okay, that's fair.
And I am so uncomfortable even saying that, babe. I'm sorry, but I've got them and I like them.
Dennis has a whole folder.
Well, sure.
Not of Holly. Just to be clear.
You're like, Dennis, send me the whole. I don't have a folder. Dennis, send me a whole folder.
Not of Holly. Yeah, me. But ladies, if you're listening, don't forget, you're more than Toby. If you want to send those fancy risque pictures, don't forget to put a very secretive watermark on them. That way, if they're ever used against you, you can take them to court and show them that it is specifically the picture you sent to them. Oh. What do I mean? In your notes, if you're talking to 4 dudes, 4 girls, 4 people, and you're sending your nudes, I'm going to send person A a nude that has the number 1 on it. Very secretive. You're not going to be able to see it until you zoom in court to say they posted.
So you know who did it. So you know who shared it. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
100%.
Well, look at you. Or just like be really careful who you share intimate photos with.
I don't trust anyone.
Do you do that? Does Dennis have a watermark on all of his?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, not anymore. I don't even care. Post it. I'm just pissed that Kim Kardashian already did that, so I can't get rich and famous off doing something like that.
Oh my gosh, you can't get famous off being scandalous.
Damn it. So I'll just try to do it by being honest.
Aw.
It's not getting me anywhere.
Go back to being scandalous.
I'm going to go back to being scandalous.
What's something that you want to do this year that you've never done before?
Tour. Speak on a stage to people.
Let's do it.
I really want to do that this year. I really do.
Can I be part of it?
100%.
Let's do it.
That's really a big goal for me.
Got to happen this year. We can do it.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever ended this is not your question. It's just a question. Have you ever ended a relationship with someone because they were terrible in bed?
No.
I don't think I would start a relationship if they were terrible in bed. But I'm also a firm believer in I need to know. Let's just get to the point. I know it's only been 2 minutes since we met and we're still at the parking lot, but hop in real quick. These are risque. These are juicy.
Are they?
Well, I mean, for you, yes.
For me, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I might be a little innocent one over here, risky photos.
I don't want to say that. Oh, we've moved to a whole nother level.
Oh,
this is different. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm filtering through.
Thank you.
It's your turn, I think.
I just asked you what you would want to do this year.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Do you know the names of everybody you've ever? What's your number?
Oh, heavens.
No, you don't want that one?
I hate all these questions.
I don't remember my number.
I know my number because it's low.
Oh, mine's low too.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to count by their names. I'm like,
oh my God.
And then I just got to the point where I'm like, what was their name? They were nice. I wonder how they're doing.
Wonder how number 39 is.
I wonder if they're good. Did they get that car they wanted? I wonder.
Oh my gosh.
I really don't remember my number. It's not absolutely crazy, but I mean, it's up there.
I know my number.
What is your number? Go.
I'm a very simple person.
You don't have to explain.
I have to.
Oh. 3.
And I've been
married 3 relationships.
And I was married to all 3 of them. So
yeah. I'm blowing the mailman right now. Come on in, sir. Did you hear the cracks when I smile with my mouth closed? It's like.
Oh my gosh. Sir.
I spit when I talk.
Do you want to join my number?
No, I wasn't like that, but it's totally fine if you are.
That is absolutely.
I don't understand
Whatever
why everybody's so like.
floats the boat.
I was in a relationship with a lot of the ones though. I've just been in a lot of relationships, not like
Sure.
married and everything like that, but all my relationships were pretty
Sure.
serious. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Not a lot of them because they bored me. No, that's not true. I've been cheated on by every single person I've ever been with. Nope, that's not true, except for 2 people.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 2 girls didn't cheat.
Oh, so the 2 that didn't cheat were the girls.
Mm-hmm.
You, Missy, men are worse.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
Don't let that fool you. Yikes.
Yikes. Actually, no, I don't. Are women
Go for
harder?
it.
I have to ask,
Go for it.
who's harder to be in a relationship with, men or women?
So that's a really, really good question.
Okay.
Because you think that men have a different mind frame. So that's really difficult to try and communicate with. But then you have women who have the same mind frame and you're just like.
And that's also very difficult.
So I just date myself and I'm like really happy. No, it is. It's a different, it's like, it's so, the spectrums are so different. Like girls are the ones that like understand how girls want to be like catered to and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But they're just fucking annoying.
Okay.
And crazy. No, that's not true. I don't like when people call people crazy. People are usually act in the way that they've been treated for a very long time.
Yeah.
We've talked about that kind of too.
Yep.
What kind of question? That just made me gasp.
Oh no. If it makes you gasp.
I won't ask it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's some of the questions I don't want to know. Like, no, thank you. I don't think.
And I'm over here with like these goofy questions. Yeah, I got another one.
Okay. This is the epitome of who we are though.
I know
like,
it is.
That's like, do you like the sky or the grass?
It really it's just
And I'm like, would you bone the mailman or the milkman?
This next question is gonna 100% just like highlight that difference.
I'm gonna read my next one. It's not yours, but go.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Why or why not?
Do you prefer normal sex or sex after an argument? Like, that's where I'm at on my list of questions. Don't answer it. I'm just saying, like, that's what this list turned into, and I can't get out.
Yes, you can.
No, now it changed again. This is supposed to be, the answer to your question is, yeah, I think it might be a sandwich.
It's a sandwich?
Yeah, it's like meat between 2 buns. Isn't that what a sandwich is?
It is a sandwich. Yes. That's what a sandwich is.
And now we've moved on to questions where it says, did you expect me to be what I am like in bed, or were you surprised?
What? Oh, this is like you're asking your partner.
But I said juicy questions to 154 dirty truth or dare questions. These aren't whoever wrote this article.
That's not what we're doing.
And I typed in juicy questions to ask a new friend. What happened? That got crazy.
Crazy girl.
Crazy girl.
Crazy. What are some guilty pleasures that you're willing to admit?
Well, I'll admit anything, but I talked about it last night. My favorite thing to do is it like exposing liars.
Oh, and you're good at it.
It's my favorite. I don't know why. It's probably something I should talk to a therapist about. But like, yeah,
even
I really love doing it.
Even if you're only exposing them for your own pleasure.
Because it's like a secret I know with myself. I'm like,
you know.
I know. She knows.
She knows. We did that. We did that.
What's on your bucket list for this year?
Oh, same as
Anything?
you. I think. Same as you.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this too. We want to start a tour.
Yeah, I really do. I really would like to travel. I use that as an excuse to travel. I think it'd be fun to take like Dennis on some, and like you can take Holly on some, and then we can like go out, see the world.
Yes.
And then literally talk to people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your turn.
Got a couple more for you.
Okay.
I think we'll wrap up this one.
Okay.
Um, no, you don't. I already know you don't do that. Do you brag about the random acts of kindness that you perform? No, I know you don't. I already
I
know.
want to fist fight the people that record themselves
Uh,
giving homeless people money or food. I hate it. I hate it. I have spoke about certain situations that have made me take a step back to realize, but I wasn't like, so this one time I like really saved this guy's life. I was just like, I think the most recent one is there was a guy walking. He had one shoe on, one shoe off. You can tell he was homeless. You could tell that he'd had a very rough life. And me and Dennis were sitting down enjoying our meal together. You know what I mean? Our nice, warm meal out. And so um, I saw him walking because I'm facing the window and I immediately was very uncomfortable. I went like this to see what size, like what shoes Dennis was wearing, like if they were comfortable. And I was like, that guy doesn't have any. He's like, he has one shoe. And I was like, he's like, I have shoes in my car. I was like, give me your keys. Cause I was about to take, Dennis was about to lose his shoes. And Dennis happened to have like really nice pair of shoes, tennis shoes in his car.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed that guy and gave him the shoes. I did not go on and be like, I gave this guy these shoes. It was just the moment of like me sitting down where I'm at in the restaurant with my significant other. You know what I mean? Like we talked about that, but I do not brag. I've done a lot of things that I think everybody should be doing. I don't know.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that story because again, I don't talk about it. I'm not going to record myself do it. Me and my wife took our kids to dinner, and I don't know what it was for, but we were like dressed up, and I had like one of my favorite jackets on. And we walked out, and a homeless guy, as we're passing by, he was like, "I really like that jacket." And I looked at him, kind of walked by. I was like, "Oh, thanks." And my kids kind of looked up at me. It was a cold night. It didn't have a jacket on, or the guy didn't have a jacket on. My kids looked up at me, and I was like, just here, enjoy my jacket, buddy, and walked
a
off.
really good jacket.
It was my favorite. And I was actually
I really love that.
looking for a picture of this jacket.
Do you mind if I take a picture of you in it so I can try and find it again for myself?
Yes.
No, but yeah, like I don't mind talking about the experience for a learning thing, but I'm not going to go on and be like, so today I totally saved this guy's life because he didn't have any shoes. And
I have here. Oh, wait, I have a picture of my jacket.
Do you?
Yeah, I wore it to London with actually it was like the jacket that I wore the whole time I was in Europe with my wife while we were like getting married.
Oh yeah.
I think I can share my screen with you. Holy cow, I was a handsome gentleman back then.
Make sure you don't have any tabs up that you don't want me to know about.
I'm trying to let's see if I can share the screen real quick.
I'm so nervous for you.
Never mind, I don't know how to do it. Oh, there it is.
I'm scared. What do we got?
I don't want all of these up. What is happening? Oh, there it
because
is.
I'm the person that when I see a picture online, I start zooming. Oh, that's a good jacket.
Right? That was my leather jacket that I shared.
Dang, you gave that away. Look at you.
I gave it away. Okay.
I think I might have given the guy the money to go get a jacket.
Did you?
I would have, because that's a good jacket.
I liked it. But
send me that picture. I bet you I can find that jacket again.
It's okay. It'll just remind me.
He's probably warm as shit. So that's all that really matters.
Kept me warm in cold months in Europe. So
good.
I hope he's still warm.
Why do you think people? Well, I know why. I don't even need to ask the question. Like, why do you think people do that? But it's literally just if you have to constantly talk about how good of a person you are online, you're not a good person. No matter what you tell me. No matter what you tell me, you can give $2 million to a charity every 2 months. But if you constantly remind people that you give $2 million to a charity every 2 months, you're not a good person. In my
I just feel
opinion.
At that point, it's for the wrong reasons.
100%. I just wanted that guy to have.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
That's all.
I'm with you on that one.
Oh my gosh. And then I started crying whenever I came back in. But it wasn't because I was like sad. It was like just the emotion. You know what I mean? Like it was like adrenaline.
Yeah.
Just everything. And then, I might do it again. Nope, I'm not going to. Oh my God. I was like, stop the recording now. Because he was like, I don't know if he might have been on drugs. I don't think so, but like trying to untie the shoe and put it on. So I had to help him. So we're both sitting on the ground at this point. Do you know what I mean? So it was just like the whole thing. And then I came back in and I couldn't even finish my tacos.
Oh, I love that. But see, that it does just show that you are a good person on the inside and you do it for the right reasons.
Thanks.
Aw. Oh, we're so mushy. Gross.
Ew.
Never mind. I take it back. You're the worst.
Cut every bit of this out.
Never mind. You're the worst.
Such a bitch. Gross. I hate you. That was me talking to myself. Um,
Oh, I got it.
Go.
I have another one. Okay, this will be the last question I ask you.
Okay, and then I have one simple one. That's a good one. I do like this question, but go.
If you were a serial killer,
Who says it?
what would be your little trademark? What would be, yeah. What would be your? I think on this it says modus operandi. Be is that what it's?
Ooh,
I know.
What is that word?
Must be Latin for your little sign.
My little tag. He puts the lotion on. Well, if I didn't have like an online persona, no, I was gonna say like my logo, my like little mouth, but no, what would it be?
You can't do that.
Okay. I forgot that I really needed to take this into consideration as my job of a serial killer. I'm a lady. Forgot to what's my tag going to be?
Yeah.
Like, what would I be called?
Would you keep a trophy, or would you leave a mark?
Leave a mark.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
I just thought of the stupidest shit, but I would like cross their toes together and like just bind just two toes so that it's just like
they'd call you the two.
I would do it on the fingers.
They'd call you the two-toe killer.
I would do it on the fingers. And I'd be the finger crossed.
The finger crossed killer.
Finger crossed killer.
Oh,
that's what I would do. I would bind it with like a red strip. People, I'm gonna go to jail. Someone's gonna come to my door.
They for sure are.
Excuse me, ma'am. So we found this body in the river. It has a red string tied around their fingers that are crossed. And I'm like, oh my God, someone thought of it? Like, who is it? Like, we have a lot in common.
Look, do you want to listen to our podcast? I said this. I said I was going to do this.
What if someone does that?
Uh-oh.
There's a couple of people that don't like me out there. What if they go and some of them are crazy enough.
If you're a serial killer out there, don't frame her.
Speaking of framing, I posted about this. Like, who's to say when me and my friend went to an Airbnb one time? This is not the question. This is us getting off track again, but it's a really good question or scenario. My hair falls out. Like, I bet I could.
Don't pull your hair
There's
out.
a piece. I didn't. It just, there's a piece there. I promise. It's a little blurry. But anyways, it's just me literally doing that.
Yeah.
Every time. So me brushing my hair at an Airbnb. What if the owner of the Airbnb is a fucking serial killer and they take the DNA from anybody that stays in their Airbnb and plants it on these?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But then you could be like, no, yeah, I was in that. Oh, yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're giving Airbnb owners all kinds of ideas.
Because you know that somebody out there that owns an Airbnb is a murderer. I'm serious.
100%.
How many times that maybe that should be my question, but it's not. But like, how many times have you passed a murderer on the street?
I don't like thinking about that.
How many times have you hung out with a murderer in Vegas?
How many times have you seen me?
Bum, bum, bum. I'm not a murderer. My question is for you is if you won the lottery, what would you do with the earnings? What's the first 3 to 5 things that you would do with winning?
Pay off house.
Same.
Go on the dopest vacation with my family.
Where would you go? Would you go to Fiji?
I'd go to Fiji. I've been wanting to go to Fiji forever.
Well, since you won the lottery, can you take
you and Dennis? Yes, we'll all go to Fiji.
Okay.
And the third is I would make sure my parents retire very comfortably.
Yeah. So mine's close. It's I would pay off my house.
Yeah.
I would pay off my dad's house and like help him sell it, buy him. It's mostly family oriented at the beginning. It's like he needs to get out of that fucking house that he bought for an entire family that doesn't live there anymore.
Yeah.
Get him set up, get my brother a home wherever he wants to be because he's in Washington State right now.
Okay.
And then just go ham. New ass facelit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
you're, no,
But
you're not. No, you're
no,
not.
I would really ponder it. I would really ponder the BBL. I would, but it would be vacationing,
Yeah.
like things like that, obviously. And then of course the smart things. I would probably, now that I'm older and I'm starting to understand things, I would invest a
Same.
lot
The same. I would have properties.
for
I
sure.
would have properties.
Especially right. How is your? I know. Here we go again. Is your home market, whatever the hell it's called?
Ridiculous.
It's like good right now if you're a
If
seller,
you're a
right?
seller, yeah.
Mhm.
But Holly and I would love to sell our house, but then
Where are you gonna live?
where we're gonna live.
I know that's my dad.
And we'd
He
have to
bought
buy a
his
way
house.
smaller house for the same price, and it's
Right.
dumb.
Not exactly. That's my dad. He bought the house for like $107,000 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
And he could probably sell it for almost 300.
Holy crap.
Almost. Like we'll say 250 to 280.
Oh my gosh.
But it's just been lived in forever and it needs new floors, new paint,
Yeah.
like all that stuff. So but then where's he going to go? But my dad's the rustic type. So he's totally fine with getting some land and throwing an RV on it as long as it's by water and he can fish.
Yeah.
So his is a little bit easier.
That's true. Sell the house, get an RV, and go
You
be
can do
wherever
that.
you want to be. Yeah. Actually, that does sound kind of like a fun retirement to me too.
Retirement, yeah, like after your kids are gone, it would be kind of cool. But I'm more of a like, let's just buy a beach house.
Oh,
Put me on the beach.
South Carolina.
North Carolina.
South.
Neighbors.
Myrtle Beach.
So yeah, those are my questions for today. I think that was a fun little thing. And plus we did get to like personally talk about things and get to know each other a little bit.
Absolutely. We this is episode 1. This has been episode 1. A little get to know you, and through the rest of these podcasts that we're going to be doing forever,
The rest of our lives.
People are going to really get to know us.
Until people find out that I am the finger cross killer and then put me in jail. So that is episode 1, and we are super glad that you guys got to hang out with us.
Thank you. And we want to do, so in between like this, we need to do like, I think we need to do like a news segment, talk about what's in the news. Like we could have talked about like the Amber Heard trial, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, like.
Yeah. Like but those can be like, oh, I see, look, I have such high expectations for us, but I already know who we are. I'm like, those could be like 30-minute segments. No, the fuck they can't.
Oh, that's you gotta shorten them down.
Let's get to the point. Like I can't. I need you to know the whole story. Don't forget, we will release an episode every Monday.
Yes.
First thing in the morning, so you can spend your morning with us. No more cases of the Mondays.
That's right. On your way to work, you can listen to these two a-holes BS our way through the morning time.
through life, truly.
Like two black sheep. And then everyone subscribe, like our video, make a comment, share it, whatever. You can follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, and we are available on all of the podcast platforms. And so go listen. And
then our website, you find all that stuff at our website at officiallysoundslikebs.com.
Yep.
That's where all the links to everything are. That's where any news is. When we start touring the world, that's where you're gonna be able to find us. But
that's where you'll find
for now
tour dates.
But if you guys have any ideas or anything that you guys want us to talk about, throw it in an email or a comment or a direct message on our social medias, preferably Instagram. TikTok's hard to keep up with.
Yes, it is.
But we love your faces. Well, no, don't say that.
Love y'all. Thank you for listening. And we will see you next week.
Well, you'll see us. We don't see them.
Yeah, you'll see us next week.
But that sounds conceited.
But
have a great week.
Well, bye.
Ciao.